Record.
I'll just let these run because these are new. This is very dark. It's not going to show up on stream very well.
There have been 17 reported murders so far in this latest outbreak of monstrous killings. It would appear to be the work of a single, highly psychotic perpetrator. The name of the latest victim was just released. A Professor Werner von Kroy. A female, described as Caucasian, brunette, and wearing a ponytail, was seen leaving the most recent crime scene. Officers are advised to use extreme caution when apprehending the suspect. At present, nothing appears to link any of the individuals involved. There are no known survivors of these attacks so far.
Let's turn that down so we can actually hear what's going on. That work? Yeah. Maybe closer to something like this. Not that. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree so far. The music on the title screen's cool, but it's kind of annoying to talk over, so I'm gonna do new game. We're gonna watch the cinematic, and then I'm gonna explain some things about this game and what I've had to do to it.
Help me, Lara. I need you to get something for me.
Go on.
I'm tracking 5 obscura paintings for a client called Eckhart, but he's a psychopath.
Why should I care?
Because I'm being stalked. People are dying out there.
Handle it, Werner.
Lara, please. Look, go and see this woman, Carvier. She can help.
I'm going. Eat it, Werner. You walked away and left me.
Get out!
This looks like a safe area, but I need to find a way out.
Okay. Lara's going through a bit of a goth phase.
To move around, use the cursor keys. You can also...
Yep, okay. So, I didn't have to patch this at all, actually. My main problem with the game was that it doesn't have... Well, it has gamepad support. But the gamepad support is rather shit. Like, it uses direct input, but it doesn't let you remap all the buttons, so you are left at the will of the devs to determine what some of the buttons will do. And if some of those buttons happen to be the same button you want to do something else with, kind of screwed. But since I did patch it, let me talk about that. There's mostly... Oh, this feels terrible. Mostly there's just some cleanup patches, things like fixing some of the subtitles, fixing some of the graphic bugs, and stuff. The major ones will be like controls. There's a patch that lets you run immediately instead of having to take a couple steps forward before you can actually run. Hi, dog.
That bin looks climbable.
There was an option in the patches to use like a 2D control scheme that like you see in most modern day games, but I opted for the tank controls instead because that's what is in the game by default. It's also what I'm used to. So I got the gamepad to work through Steam because DS4 Windows wasn't able to like do it correctly. When I tried to remap all the buttons to keys in DS4 Windows, it just never got picked up by the game. But Steam seems to work. The control scheme is the same as the default control scheme in PS2, except for some reason, I don't know what possessed them to do this, but in the PS2 version of this game, square is the roll button, and circle is the jump button. I don't know why they did this. I know why they changed some of the other buttons, like they put the walk on L1 instead of R1, because they like added some other things, like stealth mode. And like some of the button combos you have to do is just more comfortable with the default control scheme, so I'm gonna have to adjust to that. Oh. I just realized that look is inverted. I'm pretty sure in the original... Oh, could I maybe change that? Probably not. No. So that's interesting. So in the original games, when you tapped up on the D-pad, you look down. And when you tap down, you looked up. Which is more comfortable for me, but yeah, some weird changes. I don't know if I'll like it.
To grab the balcony, walk to the edge of the bin and press the jump key. Then press the...
Oh, I can't move. There we go.
This gap looks easy. To jump it, walk to the edge and stop. Remember, holding the walk key will stop me from falling off.
Oh, you can see the new grip gauge up there. Don't you enjoy the grip gauge?
Now press the jump button and the up cursor.
So like, another thing is instead of jumping back, if you tap back, you just do a 180. Do a quick turn. That's gonna be real annoying. Because I just want to move backwards. I'm sure you can make that jump. Also, of import, and this isn't surprising, but they seem to have gotten rid of the grid system. There we go.
Pizza time.
Thank you for the follow. Oh, this is gonna take so long to get used to. So I'm just holding left there. Okay, so that's about a block. Like if I was going to at least attempt to use the grade system, this is about the size of a block, which is maybe 5 feet. So that's half the size of the original blocks. Roughly. That is the correct reaction.
To climb the ladder, stand facing it and press the up cursor key.
Wait, what? Why would I do that? Lara, you have a perfectly good action button used to interact with things. Why would I not action to interact with the ladder, Lara? Lara, why?
To get off, press the left cursor key.
Okay. Okay, you can just step off ladders.
Maybe I can climb through that window. Walk up to the window and press.
Okay. And I always do the tutorials for Tomb Raider games because I'm fascinated. Oh, that doesn't look good. Let's not do that again. I'm fascinated with what they do and don't explain to you in the game. Because, like, maybe I do need to go in there. Okay. I was curious what... Actually, that's not the jump button, that's the action button.
I'll have a look around whilst I'm here. To open drawers and cupboards, stand in front of them.
Okay. So you can press action while you're standing on a... or while you're on a ladder to just drop. That's cool. That's good. I got coins. I should probably talk about Lara's model.
It looks like I need something.
Because, I didn't like Lara's Tomb Raider 4 and 5 model as much as, like, the original. But it was fine. I actually like the Angel of Darkness model. Hey, money. tons of money. I think it's fine. She's supposed to be wearing glasses, which is part of the mod, and also fix some weird cutscene discrepancies, but the glasses aren't really there, I don't think. You can see the rims, but not the actual glasses. Anyway. Lara's got this denim on denim thing going on, which is... it's okay. It's a phase. She'll get over it, probably.
The jump to that canopy looks challenging, but I think I'll make it. Walk to the edge and stop. Now press up cursor and jump together. Then
So how do you level up the grip gauge? I'm
I
actually
can hop
interested
to
in
the
this.
side. Hold down walk and press jump.
Because I'm thinking of the Tomb Raider, or not Tomb Raider, the Metal Gear
Walk up
Solid
to the
2.
railings, stop and press the
I can vault over railing now. That's good. Because classic Tomb Raiders, you would not interact with railing at all.
To climb the drain pipe, walk up to it and press the... Remember that by holding the walk key,
Oh, okay.
to climb off the drain pipe at the top, press the up cursor along with the right or left cursor key, depending on the direction you want to go. Don't keep me hanging around. I need to reach the roof before I lose my grip.
Don't keep her hanging.
Now I've got my strength back, I can shimmy around that corner.
Really fell for that one.
Made it. No time to waste. I need to get to Carvier's apartment.
Random feats of strength increase her grip gauge, but you lose it.
To move the barrel, stand next to it, then press and hold action. While still holding
What is even the
action,
point?
press the up or down cursor.
Okay. So that's a movable object. That's another padlock.
Could be something useful in there. I need a way to prise those doors open.
Like a crowbar? You know, the best item in Tomb Raider 4? Small med pack? Yeah. This doesn't feel good at all. Turning, especially, does not feel good. And since you can't, like, tap back to correct yourself, you're just left with whatever the game gives you. Wait. Oh! Oh! That's weird. So, you don't know if you're in the correct position to interact. No?
There's
You
a
are.
crowbar down there.
I don't know what she said. I'm sorry. That may have been useful. Hey, I wish I could just tap back and then drop off of this safely. Can I do this? There we go. That's how you do safety drops now.
I need to shimmy to that walkway, but I don't think I'm strong enough yet.
Yep, not strong enough. Need to level up my grip gauge. Alright, so weird thing about movable objects. If you have this icon up, then you can interact with it. Doesn't matter which way you're facing. It'll correct you. However, when you hold X to interact, Lara doesn't move. She doesn't like pose herself ready to pull the thing at all. So you hold down action and then you move it in the way you want to go relative to Lara. So that's a forward tap. That's another forward tap. So I can't stand here and do a back tap because that doesn't really go anywhere.
I feel stronger now.
I did it. I increased my grip gauge. I now have the super grips. I got a gun. Why is there a gun up here on the roof? I can't turn. This is gonna be super great when they start expecting like actual platforming from me. So how do I... Okay. What's the range on that? That's not bad. That's an okay ladder. They're actually okay ladders. I cannot turn. And I don't know if that's just the game being bad, probably is, or if it's like the mod that changes controls. A necklace? Does she have jiggle physics? Wait. She does. Welcome to the 21st century Lara Croft. Well. At least they're not gain-axing. Can you jump up to here? No, you can't grip that. Alright. I'm starting to get used to it, but I still do not feel comfortably like running forward and turning in any direction. What if I go left? Nope, don't go left. Not allowed. At least she restores her grip like instantly. It's not like an oxygen meter where you have to wait for it to restore. Also, I've noticed you don't have to hold down the action button to shimmy anymore. Once you're on the ledge, you're just there. Tapping the action button again will like drop you. So like not all of these changes are bad. Some of these are fine and definitely help the new style. But there's so much of it that just feels gross. Come on. Ragdoll deaths. Where am I at? Just tell me where I'm at, game. I don't have a game to load. I don't have a game to load! Alright, we're doing it again. We have successfully died in the tutorial.
To move around. To grab the bat. This gap looks easy.
I can't move. That's not my... That's not the game, that's Steam.
Now press the jump button and the up cursor.
I don't hate that too much, actually. That's whatever. I mean, you're finding medical kits inside of, like, hundreds of year old dungeons. Like, I get it. I get the idea that chocolate bars aren't great for, like, medical recovery as a medical kit is.
To climb the
But it's the least of my worries in a series where you fight dragons and Atlantean meat monsters.
Maybe I can climb.
We'll come back to there. We won't do that yet.
The jump. Now press up cursor and jump.
That's true. The wrong game is, in fact, in the status. I forgot to update that. Give me just a second to do that. Ba-ba-ba-dum. No, go away. This is my stream house. Get out of here. Yes, I installed Nightbutt. Let's save the game. Hey, that's a good idea. A novel thought. Oh, that's the escape key. Okay. There we go. Let's get up on the thing, Lara.
To climb the drain. Remember.
I remember.
To climb off the
I
drain
hope the
pipe
game
top.
remembers. Oh, so that's a funny one. So I saw a text file and I just instinctively tapped X to cancel it.
Don't keep me hanging around. I need to reach the roof before I lose my grip. Now I've got my...
It's rude to leave a girl hanging.
Made it. There's a crowbar down there.
Please stop messing with my stream title.
I need to shimmy to that walkway.
I need to shimmy over, but I'm not strong enough. I'm a weakling who doesn't do any feats of athletics. Any athletic feats, ever. A pull-up, what's that? I wish I could jump my height. I wish I could long jump like twice my height. If only, you know. Then I would be great at exploring tubes or something. That's the wrong button. Sure, new slot. Am I still registered on SDA? SDA? I think I have an SDA forum account? Yeah? If you're talking about SRL, then yes. Well, that's... I finally fell past the ladder.
I'll have a look around whilst I'm here. To open drawers and cupboards.
Oh, I might. They might have dropped. I don't know. I haven't checked. Big money! So what do I actually have? Antique doubloons, a crowbar, and a necklace. I have an MV9, basic 9mm, 12-shot magazine, long range, no ammo though. I have chocolate bar, large med kit, some bandages. Prevents bleeding. Does it prevent bleeding or does it stop bleeding once it's happened? Because that's typically what a bandage will do. Oh, please don't use that accidentally. Oh yeah, that's another change too. So the crawl button is now triangle, and the button to pull out your weapon is R1. I don't know why, but that's what they did. I might be able to check that in a second. I also don't know what I'm missing about this strength thing, because I didn't make that last climb. Even though I've done a feat of strength and I got that like boost indicator, I don't know if it's still active or not. It doesn't feel like it's active. So like, is it actually possible to just get it and then lose it and be unable to beat the tutorial? Because that would be rich. That would be prime what happened. I should have saved before I did this. I'm gonna make it. Okay.
I need to move quietly. Press the stealth key and then use the cursor keys to move me around. This door is locked. I'll need a key.
Oh, that door's locked. Why do I need to move quietly?
To hug the wall whilst moving in stealth, press the action button when I'm standing next to it. Push right or left to move me. When I reach a corner, I will peer around.
Dun 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 dun.
Great! There's the key.
Wow, how convenient that this key is just over here. Behind the very unwatchful eyes of this SWAT man. Go for it. Can I jump off of ladders in a direction? Let me see. Get down here first where it's... Or not, never mind. Why does this door have a barricade? Why is there a barricade on this door? This is just a hotel, I think. Oh, I need to... I would like to jump backwards. There we go. There you go, Lara. Do I need to push it into the door? That's fine, that'll do. Hopefully they can't break through that, but they definitely will. Yep, they did. They just throw in smoke grenades. Keep going up. Okay.
This door is locked. I'll need a key.
Good. Great. That's cool. So, like, there's no way to set up running jumps anymore. Not conventionally. What you have to do is you have to walk up to a ledge, tap back to do a 180, and then you roll, tap back to do a 180, and then you do the running jump. Are they actually just filling the whole apartment with like poison gas or something?
I feel stronger now.
Yay, I'm stronger now. Drugs? Ammo? Battery. Battery. She reacts so violently when you just bump into a wall slightly. I mean, I know she kind of did in the classics too, but it just feels worse here. What do I do with this? Okay. Why? That. Cool. Okay, if that opens, what else is here? Nothing. Nothing, and the smoke keeps rising. Key. Power? Turn on the vents. Bring up the elevator. So does this mean I need to remember what floor it was on? Okay, I'm going to save. Not that. There we go. Yeah, I can't go back, so that's why I saved. Is because either that was the third floor? No, second floor. And then I can also go down to the basement if I want. Right, yeah, second floor. Oh, being in the smoke actually does hurt me, so they're just filling the apartment with poison gas. Is this normal for SWAT, or it's the UK equivalent of SWAT? Actually, this isn't like in the UK. This is like Persia? What do we got? Another gun. Candy bar. And more of those. Are those bullets? V-Packer standard cartridges. 6 cartridges of a limited shot. I also have the K2 Impactor Battery. Rapid charge power pack. Okay, so I have a 9mm and a 45 now. Low velocity, short range. But it's a 45, which means it can probably do some good damage. So what is this? On point. Are these These are shotgun shells, aren't they? It's hard to tell because the shell is square in the model. So I think let's save before we do this. But I think floor 0 is actually where we started. So if I go down to floor 0, I'm probably just gonna get caught. Yeah. I didn't even get to leave the elevator. This one? I guess they start the ground floor with as 0. But it is interesting that I'm not allowed to go back in there because it means that the levels are disconnected. So we're probably gonna go back to something like the Tomb Raider 1 through 3 level structure. Or maybe I'm wrong.
That wire looks like
And
it
they'll
welded
connect
my
them
way.
later. But do you feel stronger, Lara?
Press start to tuck my legs up.
That's not a jump, Lara. Should I retry that? I feel like retrying that. So while you're in this elevator selecting what floor to go to, Lara is still moving around. So I wonder if it's possible to leave the elevator and still select something. Or at the very least, like, position yourself such that when the door closes, you're outside.
That wire looks like it.
Oh, that's the jump button. That just automatically brings me up to the wire.
Press start to tuck my legs up.
Oh, you have to hold duck though. Okay, well. Still feel like you could jump onto that, but I'm gonna stop trying. Hey, look at this room. Ammo. Nine mil ammo? I don't know how to reload. That was the camera. So like, as soon as I opened that door, I couldn't see what was around the corner, so I just looked in and I tapped left, and because tapping left makes you go 100 miles, I just flung myself off that ridge. The ledge, rather. This game's gonna be a trip.
That wire looks like it will take my weight. Press it up to tuck my legs up.
Ah, you can definitely make that. There's an item up there. But you can't do like a running jump from up there, I don't think, and that's what my problem is. What? Okay, I'm stumbling around now because I'm below half health or something. I think I'm actually moving slower. On top of it just being annoying. Okay, Laura, eat a Snickers. It's not a lot, actually. Okay, I've had my Snickers and now I feel all better. Oh, that ladder's out, so I have to go inside or I have to drop down. Can't do both. I also can't climb up past that point, which is weird. I say let's go inside to the parkour fun zone. Do I have to stealth against this thing to, like... Oh, how does this work? Don't know. Oh, you just walk into it. Okay. I guess that's one possible solution. Okay, so now I can go outside or I can go... So I'm not... The problem is I don't know if they're doing the exploration thing or if they're just giving you multiple routes through one level because it's kind of a faux chase sequence. So as a result, I have to like be cautious of anywhere I go because it could just end the level and make me come back if I want to actually explore it. I guess it's locked. I wonder how fire treats you in this game. Wait, hang on. I probably do want this pushed all the way this way. So you can no longer vault up onto pushable crates anymore because of the way the action button works. Oh, that's not a climbable pipe. I can't fathom why. I also can't push it from up there. Which is standard Tomb Raider stuff, but you would think they fixed that. Since they've gotten rid of the... Oh man, my legs are stronger. So I still don't even understand what, like, how I'm losing it. If I'm losing it per level, or if I lose it, like... Oh, there we go. Okay, so it just stopped me off at the floor. I wonder if I should go back in the warehouse. So I can go over top of the warehouse, or I can go through the warehouse. Let's go through it. I guess it kind of doesn't matter. Like, neither of them feel any more or less difficult. Oh, that's not pushable. I thought it was. I thought you had to push it over there to climb up. That is not the it's not the walk button anymore. Hmm. So you have tank controls, except your turns are not tanky. It's a very weird feeling. Okay, I guess we're going up to the roof. I guess you don't have to do the 180, you can just roll, and that gives you a 180. So to set up a jump onto something, you just roll, and then jump. Which is something you could do in Tomb Raider 1, or like the classic Tomb Raiders. But it's also much easier to just tap back. I do enjoy how serious they're trying to make this. That's loud. Hang on. I was gonna say, I enjoy how, like, serious and, what's the word I'm looking for? High stakes that they're trying to make this feel, and I just don't care. Like, the guy has even stopped shooting at me. Can't open that door? Odd. Land, jump into the dumpster, Lara. The trash will break your fall. Haha. It's a good thing there was trash in there. That card is blank.
Who is it?
Mademoiselle Carvier, it's Lara Croft. I need your help.
Miss Croft. I recognize you from photos and Werner's description. Come in.
Thank you.
An evil night to be out alone, Miss Croft. Our streets are not safe anymore.
Mademoiselle Carvier, I have just come from Werner's apartment.
And how is Werner?
I'm afraid Werner is dead.
Dead.
Wait, dialogue decisions? Dialogue choices? Can I get you anything? Von Croy's dead. Oh, can I get you anything? Oh. Oh no. I hope they're not gonna do the good and evil alignment binary thing. Alright, can I get you
Can I
anything?
get you anything?
How was Werner killed? What happened?
It's all a bit vague. I arrived at his apartment today from London. He was babbling with fear.
He said he tried to contact you.
He did. I never expected that. Not after Egypt.
Werner has been fearful for his life. He accepted a commission 5 weeks ago. Since then, he's been acting strangely, jumping at shadows. He even left a package with me for safekeeping.
Commission or the package? What's more important? Probably the package, really.
Package?
His notebook, addressed to you.
Who was the commission from?
The client's name was...
I was gonna ask both questions
I wanted
anyway.
Werner to research something called the Obscura paintings. Werner approached me at my department at the Louvre.
Were you able to help him?
A little, I think. Poor Werner was clearly terrified.
Yeah. Vanna doesn't really scare easily. That's true.
Werner didn't scare easily.
He felt he was being stalked.
He could well have been. The monstrum is running around Paris, according to the press. You mentioned Werner's notebook earlier, mademoiselle.
His field notebook. He said he wanted you to have it if anything happened to him.
If he left his notebook, he was spooked.
You still haven't explained what happened.
We argued, I can remember that, and gunfire.
Gunfire? Werner was shot? Did you kill him?
I can't remember. It's all a blur.
Miss Croft, I strongly suggest that you talk to the police.
Pure denial, or, let's not go with the pure denial one.
If I wanted to kill Werner, I could have done that in Egypt.
You don't look convinced yourself.
I'm not going to waste any more time here. Do you have the notebook?
I do. It's safe for the moment.
I really am going to need Werner's notebook.
Somebody killed Werner. You say you don't remember clearly what happened. Perhaps the police are right in suspecting you.
I never killed Werner.
I think you better leave, Miss Croft.
The notebook?
I'm not sure this is the right thing, but I must respect what Werner wanted.
The right choice, mademoiselle.
And now you had better go. The police will be here in a minute.
That probably could have gone better. Shall I loot her home? This might be an okay time to talk about the storyline, as it were. Oh no! It's the capos. So Von Croy left her in Egypt. That's actually a thing. I saw the cutscene. He's like, I'm here. I'm not gonna leave you. And then he just left. Ooh, those vertices are not working out. Which door are they busting through? That door probably. Might not want to stand here. I think if they break through, am I just gone? Is it game over? Yeah, it's game over. I have 2 guns, but I'm not allowed to fight anything. Remember in literally any Tomb Raider game where I was just fighting tons of dude with gun? they dropped like flies. Not anymore. It's important to the plot in which we tell you that Lara is a bad person, a thing that you probably already knew. Well, Lara is a questionable person. Oh man, turning is bad. Like, I kind of want to unpatch it to see if it gets better, but I doubt it gets better. And like, so like that kind of turning is the problem I have with like modern control schemes with modern 3D games where they have like, this is very loud, where like Silent Hill 2 describes it as a 2D control scheme. The direction you press is the direction you go relative to the camera. And that's probably okay if you design for it. I don't like it too much myself if you're asking for precision platforming, where like it doesn't fit Tomb Raider oftentimes. But like, you have to pick one or the other. And this control scheme is trying to do both. And again, maybe it's a problem with the mod, but I don't think it's going to be better without. So I'm going to save. Skip that. Like a tank tank controls do not work if tapping left pushes you forward.
From Werner's apartment.
And how is Werner?
I'm afraid Werner is dead.
Dead.
Yes, and I don't have time to waste. I'm being chased all over Paris.
You owe me an explanation. I'm waiting.
It's all a bit vague. I arrived at his apartment today from London. He was babbling with fear.
He said he tried to contact you.
He did. I never expected that. Not after Egypt.
Werner has been fearful for his life. He accepted a commission 5 weeks ago. Since then, he's been acting strangely, jumping at shadows. He even left a package with me for safekeeping.
Package?
His notebook, addressed to you.
Who was the commission from?
The client's name was Aircraft. He wanted Werner to research something called the Obscura paintings.
I like how that dialogue choice doesn't matter at all because you end up asking both questions if you ask about the package. I haven't asked about who the commission came from, but I wouldn't be surprised if they got around to the package afterwards as well.
Were you able to help him?
A little, I think. Poor Werner was clearly terrified.
Werner didn't scare easily.
He felt he was being stalked.
He could well have been. The monstrum is running around Paris, according to the press. You mentioned Werner's notebook earlier, mademoiselle.
His field notebook. He said he wanted you to have it if anything happened to him.
If he left his notebook, he was spooked.
You still haven't explained what happened.
We argued. I can remember that. And gunfire.
Gunfire? Werner was shot? Did you kill him?
I can't remember. It's all a blur.
Miss Croft, I strongly suggest that you talk to the police.
If I wanted to kill Werner, I could have done that in Egypt.
You don't look convinced yourself.
I'm not going to waste any more time here.
I think she has the same reply there no matter what question you ask her.
I really am going to need Werner's notebook.
Somebody killed Werner. You say you don't remember clearly
So-
what happened. Perhaps the police are right in suspecting you.
I never killed Werner.
I think you better leave
Without
this
testing this too much,
The notebook?
I'm going to guess that they're going to the David
I'm
Cage
not sure
school
this is the
of
right thing, but I
dialogue
must
choices,
respect what Werner wanted.
where everything's made up and nothing
The
matters.
right choice, mademoiselle.
And now you had better go.
She has no
Police will be
fingernails.
here in a minute.
Oh, that's a quick save. Let's do an actual save. There's the button. So you have a quick save slot that's different from like... Okay, I have a ring. I don't think there's anything in the cupboards. That's not a real drawer. That's something. So I'm probably supposed to actually leave through the front door. Yeah. So all that is you just have a limited amount of time to explore the apartment. Also, yes, it's obviously Paris and not Persia. I misread the name of the level. Sleeping on the floor of an abandoned subway. She is wearing glasses. The frames are there. They're just clear. What's the point? Is that final fighting? Oh, it's Fighting Force 2. They have a Fighting Force 2 poster as a reference to their other game that no one remembers because Core Design makes Tomb Raider and literally nothing else. He's got a pupper.
Is
Can I
this
pet
your
the-
pitch?
All Paris is my pitch. Got any spare change? For a coffee?
Maybe. I need to find a man.
Then look no further, ma petite.
This is a particular man. Bouchard. Louis Bouchard. Know him?
No. Never heard of him.
Even for spare change?
Go away, I never heard of him.
So where could I ask? I could use a coffee. How about you?
Try the Café Métro, in the Place d'Arcade. The owner might be able to help you. Knows all kinds of stuff.
Sounds like my kind of cafe.
What about the spare change, mademoiselle?
I didn't say I had any.
Welcome to Paris.
Yeah, that's pretty typical Lara. That sounds about right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Especially for new edgy Lara.
I can climb that.
I can climb that easily, she says. So this takes up grip gates, but ladders don't. What? Climbing a ladder, 0 grip. Climbing a chain link fence, all the grip. This game checks out. How do I get over there? Don't know.
You looking for anything special, little lady?
So what are you, a city guide?
That's right. I'm a city guide, all tastes and interests catered for.
Good. I need directions. I'm trying to find a man called Bouchard. Do you know him?
That's not a healthy kind of question to be asking.
Don't tell me Paris is dangerous.
Oh, we got all kinds of rough stuff here in Paris, including our own serial killer. You heard of the Monstrum, huh? You heard of him?
The Monstrum is a him? How do you know that? I don't think we need to push
What
that,
do
it's
you
fine.
really know about the Monstrum?
Not much. The killings are very messy, grisly, no one safe.
Even Bouchard?
Lady, no one, no exceptions. Have you heard what the Monstrum does to the victims?
So how do I contact Bouchard?
He won't have time for casual callers. Been having staff problems at his club, I hear.
Bouchard runs a club?
Yeah, Le Serpent Rouge, flashy joint.
Why should losing staff be such a big deal?
Because these staff are dying on the job, messily, no one knows why or how.
You don't think Bouchard's up to handling it?
Keep your voice down. Bouchard can handle all he needs to, but this is something different, something creepy. His people didn't die pretty. It's got him really shaken.
Is it the Monstrum?
Who knows for sure? I just tried to keep my nose clean, you should too.
So you've no idea where Bouchard is?
No?
Well, I'm sure someone does. I'll ask around.
Yeah, do that. Why don't you try Café Metro?
Oh, same info, just different guy.
Who do I talk to there? The owner?
Hey, I'm kidding, really. The guy's a complete loser. Forget it. Go home, do something recreational, which is where I might be able to help.
No thanks.
Having to keep low, eh? That's hard, especially with the cops being so trigger-happy.
Should I give Bouchard your regards when I find him?
No, don't do that. But if you are at a loose end, look me up. I'm sure we could find something diverting for you. You know, something special.
See you around.
You, shot his shot. Notebook. Something happened in Notebook. Find Bouchard's club, Le Serpent Rouge. Eckhart client, be wary. Louis Bouchard, useful contact, purchased handgun, discretion assured. Terrifying to go out, Monstrum terrorizing the streets. Tried contacting Laura again in London, no response, still not forgiven me for Egypt. Yeah. Egypt was kind of bad. Oh. Obscura paintings, 5 15th century works of black alchemical magic, all lost, hidden by the... I have no idea how to pronounce that. Veritatis? Okay, so each painting correlates to a symbol. There are 5, we don't know what the 5th one looks like. 5 obscure engravings, drawn copies of the paintings contain encrypted maps of each painting's location. Matthias Vasily in Prague has sent 4 obscura engravings. He kept the 5th engraving back, wants more money. How long is this notebook? Is this notebook filled out already? Deciphered the encryption map in Vasily's engravings. One of the paintings is beneath the Louvre, where the latest archaeological digs are. Javier says she has a security pass for the digs in her office. A metallic symbol is hidden beneath the surface of each painting. Check with Javier about X-ray facilities in the Louvre. Hey, what's up? Lux Veritatis, Light of Truth, a secret 12th century order of warrior monks who hid the obscura paintings in the 1400s. Yep, a secret order of warrior monks. Not the craziest thing to be in a Tomb Raider game, but we're just throwing this around now. Said to possess the 3 Periaps shards, artifacts of power, crystalline shards shaped like spearheads, weapons of light? Luveritatis try to suppress the cabal of the Black Alchemists from the 1300s onward. Lux Veritatis links to Nephilim. I would not be surprised at all if they just start throwing actual angels and devils around in this series. We already have dragons, aliens, Atlantean meat monsters, meteorites that turn people into giant spiders. Nephilim from Enochian Gospels, cursed hybrid offspring of angels and humans, exterminated in biblical times. Related prophecy, through the golden lion, the Nephilim will enslave the sons of man and inherit the earth. The sleeper, or this goes on forever, or Kubakulin Nephilim? I'm gonna butcher all of these. Literally sleeping cask or chamber, thought to be the last intact specimen of the Nephilim race, supposedly buried in Anatolia, Turkey. The Sanglyph, some artifact of alchemical power, linked to the Black Alchemist in 1400s, details scarce. The 2 missing symbols are hidden close by the buttress. Oh, now we're just getting into outright hints of what to do in the game. Okay, that's the end. Hello there.
Not a lot of passing trade at this hour.
It's early yet? Move along, ma chère. You make the place look crowded.
Oh man. How can we belittle the sex worker?
Have you worked in this neighborhood for long?
What can I do for you, chérie?
I'm looking for someone you might know. Name of Bouchard.
You won't find him here, ma chère. He did run the club across the road, Le Serpent Rouge, but had to move premises. There was a lot of trouble, I heard. Things needed to lie quiet for a while.
Oh? Trouble?
Lost some of his best people. Very messy business. Made him nervous. And that's saying something.
Do you know where he moved to?
No idea. There are people who know, but if your mind wants to lie low, he won't be easy to contact.
I'd have guessed as much. Everyone's in hiding.
Not everyone, chérie. What do you want him for?
I'm trying to track down a friend's movements.
Lost, is he?
Dead. But he made contact with Bouchard before he checked out.
Tell you what, there's 2 guys who used to work at Le Serpent Rouge.
So Bouchard didn't lose everybody?
No. These 2 left before the Troubles closed the place down. One's a miserable old devil called Bernard, who was the janitor there. He hangs about in the park sometimes.
And the other one?
The other one, Pierre, worked as a barman. Makes bad deals that backfire on him. He runs the cafe at the Place d'Arcade now. Café Métro. You never know, might be worth a shot.
Pierre? I sure hope that's not Pierre Dupont, because he's dead. Twice.
What makes this cafe owner so unlucky?
Oh, he's a total loser. Claims Bouchard held back some money or something of his and kept it at the club. I don't know the details.
You seem to know plenty. I didn't catch your name.
Janice.
Does anyone know who's causing Bouchard all this grief? Or why?
No, or they're not saying. The monstrum has got everyone too scared to talk.
I'd have thought Bouchard would be geared up for trouble.
He can handle it all right. No one better. But the way his people has been dying, so ugly. And that poor woman.
What woman?
Someone called Carvier. She worked at the Louvre, it says on the radio. I don't want to talk about it.
Carvier?
No, you watch out, my cher. There is a lot of sickos loose on the streets.
Yeah.
That's okay. Some of us like it that way.
Wrong kind of sickos, I think. Is there something new in the notebook now? I got the notebook icon. Oh, okay. So like, I think half the notebook is just telling you what to do next, and half the notebook is like actually notebook. Contact cafe owner Pierre, ex-barman at the club, and find Bernard, the ex-janitor at the club. So, Tomb Raider 6 is the worst in Tomb Raider history. Probably. Well, so as far as mainline ones go, it's this or maybe Underworld. I know a lot of people don't like Underworld, but probably this is worse than Underworld, because at least Underworld seems to function as far as I know. That said, there are a bunch of Game Boy games, handhelds, and like, is this game actually worse than playing Tomb Raider Legend on the DS? Let that reality sink in for a bit. Sewers. Okay, I can't go into the sewers, but I can't go into the... Oh! It's just out... It's just Bouchard's hideout. I found it, guys. I found it. I didn't have to go talk to anybody. It's just right here. Just go around the corner and investigate this random manhole. Oh, Persian Ghetto. Okay, now we're getting interconnected levels. And the levels are... There's like full load times between levels. But during that moment there's another game. Assassin's Creed, but Assassin's Creed was like... when did Assassin's Creed come out? I want to say that came out around the time Underworld did? Because like, Legend and Anniversary were on PS2, I think. Like, they had PS3 ports, so it was the end of the PS2 era, but... There's a lot of blood on these streets. At least I think it's blood. Maybe it's water, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's just kind of like filth. Oh, okay, there's a lock here. I need a passcode. Hey, we got a map. Got a map. Oop. Cafe Metro, pawn shop. Kind of. Well, yeah. So if you play the release version, like if you play PS2, um, then you have that. For PC, one of the mods for movement lets you have the 2D controls where you move relative to the camera and you don't rotate like a tank. So you can mod it, but let's not take that out in public. Oh. Oh, I guess what they want you to do is they want you to walk backwards instead of tapping back to jump back. Yeah, they added a grip gauge, or like a strength gauge, and it's not great. Did I just pick up? I have a vintage cognac. Rare vintage. I probably am supposed to pawn it for money. I don't know what I picked up. It was like a piece of debris or something. But it looked like a tiny building. Wall. But anyway, I don't like how this game controls. Like as someone who's used a lot of tank controls, this is bad. Like, okay, if you tap forward and then hold left, just holding left, and you run around in circles, which is not how tank controls are supposed to work. The way a tank control is supposed to work is that when you tap left and right, you only rotate. You do not move forward at all. So to do this, holding just left, it's really bad, because that's the equivalent of like holding forward and left, and that's not what you want to do. Oh, in fact, if you hold forward and left, you have like... So you rotate a lot tighter when you hold just left. Okay. So what they're trying to do with the controls is they're trying to like make the tank controls feel better by giving you more left and right movement. It doesn't work, because that's not how tank controls are supposed to work. And no one's used to them. Yeah, dizzy. So like you'll walk into somewhere and then hold left, and you'll just do this, and you don't want to move that far. You just want to rotate. Now the original, so the unpatched version had you walk forward a couple steps. Like if you hold forward, you would walk. Not this slow, but you kind of do something in the middle. A little bit faster than this, but not this fast. So you'd walk forward for a couple steps, and then you would start to run. And it feels pretty bad because you don't want to do that. You want to run normally. But maybe that fixed... maybe that fixed the turning controls. That's their fix. House doesn't do anything. At least not with this mod enabled. Might have done something before, but it's definitely not doing anything now. This is the cafe. Hey, look! It's PS2 Man! Look, it's Video Game Man from the PS2 era. That's it. It's Mr. Video Game. It's scruffy brown-haired man who is the protagonist of all video games.
Are you Pierre?
Possibly. What can I get you?
Information.
Really? Well, everyone wants something for nothing.
It needn't be for nothing. We could trade.
Trade?
You used to work at the Serpent Rouge. I need to find your ex-boss, Bouchard.
You don't look like police.
No, I don't. But I do deal with problems. Sort them out.
And run errands, no doubt.
If need be. And they pay well enough.
What sort of problems?
What sort of problems do you have? Any situations need clearing up? Difficulties removed?
In exchange for information about Louis Bouchard. That's dangerous information.
I'm a dangerous girl. And right now, I'm losing patience.
I do have a situation that needs tidying. A retrieval job. Something I forgot to pick up from Le Serpent Rouge when I left in a hurry. It's mine, and I want it back.
Why don't you just pick it up yourself?
2 guesses.
Bouchard? The Monstrum?
Don't joke about the Monstrum. Bouchard ran a lot of operations there. The place will be staked out.
Just tell me where the item is in the club.
It's small. Small enough to fit inside one of the stage lights. The one that doesn't work.
That's it? Okay. I can work with that. How do I get into the club?
With this. This will get you in behind the stage area at the back. Return what's mine to me here, and I'll put you in touch with Louis Bouchard.
I'm sure he'll be glad to hear from you again.
He isn't going to. I just tell you where to find him. Then it's up to you.
Okay. And if this doesn't work out, I know where to find you. Don't I, Pierre?
This dialogue feels much longer than it needs to be. Hello, Mr. Video Game. The restrooms are out of order. I don't suppose I can come over here and talk to Mr. Video Game. Nope, I'm just gonna... He's just here. Acting all drunk and crazy. He even has the glaive on his hip. Which... I just remembered what that thing was called. But not that app. Hang on. I want to make sure I have this correct, because there is a movie that does this. They have a weapon called a glaive, and it's not a glaive at all. Yeah, from Kroll. Oh no. Alright. I'm gonna save to make sure nothing screws up, and then I'm gonna find a link for this. Give me just a second here. Yep, that'll do. That'll do. Here you go. That's a glaive. That's also basically what Mr. Video Game Man here has. What's his name even? Something generic like Kurt or Trent? Uh-oh. Things did break. Okay. I figured they might. Can I close? Maybe. I don't know if I'm allowed to close the window. Okay, there it goes. So that's not the first crash in my Tomb Raider series playthrough, but it's an expected one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that thing, which is not what a glaive is at all, they just took the name because it sounded good. He has that thing on his hip, and if you know anything about, like, the story, that thing, you just grip the middle of it with all 5 fingers, and then blades pop out of it, and it's basically that thing in the picture. Except maybe slightly more usable. And I mean slightly because you probably still have blades pointed towards you, which is not what you want ever. Oh, by the way, I don't have a sprint. That is an ability you earn. You gotta earn it. That sprint button is important. Can't just let anybody sprint. Can I go in here? Is this the park? Yeah, so there's the Bernard. What does Bernard want?
Leave me alone, I'm busy. Leave me alone, I'm busy.
Never mind. He just wants to be left alone. He's busy. Oh, there's the metro. Oh, it's locked and there's like 2 magazines back there. What did I collide with? There's nothing. I'm guessing the fastest form of movement is still jumping now. Oh, the herbalist. It's Herb, the herbalist. So apparently in vanilla his mouth doesn't function. Like it just doesn't move properly at all. Or if it does move, it's not like the right movement, so there's a patch to fix that.
Do you need any help?
I'm looking for someone. Name of Bouchard.
This is just a herbalist. We stock medicinal potions and herbal extracts.
So he isn't a customer of yours?
A customer? No. Would you like to purchase something?
I'm told there's a story about a doorman in this area. Do you know it?
The doorman is Bouchard's bodyguard.
Find him, and I find Bouchard?
Yes, probably.
What would I need?
Money. A password.
Who would know the right password?
I'm afraid I can't help you there.
Okay, thanks anyway.
This guy knew a lot for being an herbalist. Also, I wasn't expecting that because no one's clued me in that the herbalist knows anything at all anyway. I was just going in there because I could. A lot of painted on doors around here. I should be close to the pawn shop now. Oh hey, look. It's that guy. What is John Video Game Man doing leaving the club? And where is this pawn shop? Is it right there? Yeah, it's right here. Renee's pawn shop. There's a lot of junk in here.
Open for business.
You managed to get in, didn't you?
Just checking. I didn't want to waste your time, or mine.
Discretion is my middle name. Especially with strangers who just walk in off the street.
But you can keep your mouth shut.
Depends what's in it for me. Are you buying or selling?
How much for these?
Apparently we're selling, and only selling. I imagine that I can just straight up sell all of these things, and I don't have to worry about, like, selling something I need. I'm guessing because, like, I don't know.
Open for business.
Depends what's in it for me. Are you buying or selling?
Possibly both, but not right now.
Come back when you have something to trade, then.
Are you open for business? Okay, I don't want to do business though. Good job, Lara. You have wasted your time and his, which is the thing you sought to avoid. Okay, so, I assume that's Bernard in the park, the old guy that's busy. So I can't talk to him right now, which means probably that you can only accept one of the two quests. Wait, do all the manholes lead you to the same spot? That was a different manhole. It doesn't even drop you off below a manhole, it drops you like here and in midair. I'm gonna save, because this is like, so this is Bashar's hideout. We just, oh wait! Wait, no, okay. It's not the same area, it's just what we have is for... Okay, I think what we have is several different directions that each look exactly the same. Oh, you can climb this wall. So it's probably, they probably are separate, they just look exactly the same. Surprised it didn't die there. I don't know how they want me to get up there then. Oh, you refill your grip gauge when you like change to the shimmy grip instead of the climb. Can you grip that? Okay. You can shimmy this. Surprised it didn't like break my legs falling that. So can you just go into Bernard's hideout immediately and skip everything? That would be hilarious. Because that's not hard to find. Okay, we're in the back of the metro and this huge cache of things. It's a lot of money. Oh, not quick save. Can I open this from the back? Yep, shortcut out. So you could probably use the metro or the sewers to quickly move around about the place. Okay. So there's three entrances that I know of. There's right in front of the serpent, right in front of the club, one down the alley next to the club, one here in the park. So the fourth one would be closer to the herbalist. There's also the church, Saint Icard, which is very similar to my name. This pleases me. I'm not surprised. About the quality options. Wait, what was that? I was on the wrong side of the door. St. Icard Church is a boxing gym. I'm okay with this. What is that? What is that floating above his head? Waka waka. It looks like a hair tie, or like it's supposed to be part of his hair. I don't know. And like, you could argue that the mods should have fixed that, so maybe they added it by accident, but also the mods were designed to fix things. I don't know, man. I can only guess that was there always. This is part of why I wanted to play the game unpatched. Is Rom even still part of Twitch staff? I actually don't remember. Can I jump in the ring? I don't think so. I don't think I can jump high enough.
Hey lady, keep away from the ring.
Nice watch.
What?
Am I talking too fast for you?
Okay, sister, you're leaving now.
What about a wager?
Yeah? On what?
Those boys in the ring. What are their names?
Look, lady.
Come on, What are their names?
Oh no.
Guy with the tattoo, Zach. The one with the headgear is Carl.
That's more like it. I bet all the cash in my pocket against your fancy gold watch that I can pick the best fighter.
Do you have 200 euros? Smart mouth?
Yes.
Okay, you're on. Hey, you two. Lady here wants to bet on you decking each other. Match up.
And just be glad I don't make you throw in your fancy gold chain too.
Don't push your luck, lady. So, who do you want to lose your money on?
Oh no. There's no way to know what this answer is. Right? Like, this is just a 50-50 wager on 200 whatever. Schmeckles. They're schmeckles now. I mean, 50-50 isn't terrible odds, considering. But I'm unable to make any kind of informed decision here. Time to Google. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Google tells me that it doesn't matter and that the game will just choose randomly. In which case, Zach? Oh, Zach.
Zach looks like a good mover.
Come on, virtual men. Rock 'em, sock 'em, and robot them. Uh-oh. He's getting beat down. I can really feel the fight here, Mr. Krabs. It's funny because not only was that not interesting to watch, but also my guy that I chose hit the opponent like 4 or 5 times and it just didn't register. And you could say, oh, the guy was blocking, but that's not what it looked like at all. Oh, it's pretty bad. And I just lost 200 schmeckles. Just down the drain. Alright, so we're going back to the club then. By the way, the wiki doesn't say anything about either of them winning. It just says you can bet and then maybe you'll win. The weird thing is it doesn't specify that it's random either. It just says, oh, you can bet on this player and maybe you can get the gold chain. If you win. Like, oh, if you win. Hey, buddy.
I'm trying to find someone called Bouchard.
No one of that name in these parts.
He'll want to see me.
Then I hope you find him.
That guy's sketchy. I'm probably not allowed to bet on it again. I also don't know how much that chain is worth. If it's even worth betting on it again. Something tells me that there isn't exactly an extensive
Hey lady,
like,
keep away from
key
the
on this isn't exactly extensive. Ah, okay, you can only do it once. That's kind of weird. The game just gives you a 50-50 chance to win something and then drops it. Like, so I guess they probably don't want you spending all of your money there because you probably need money. But like with a 50-50, the player's gonna win within most likely 3 or 4. Like, yes, I'm being generous because that's not how statistics work. Could still win, like, lose 4 times in a row, even with a 50-50 chance. Okay, that goes... Did they color code these? Oh, kind of. That's not bad. So that way that's in front of the club is purple. This way is like green, or it's lit differently. And then this one has a bend to it. I'm gonna keep forgetting what the look button is. That is certain death down there. I can probably make that jump. It's the thing. That jump was bad, but like it was early, but I still made it. So you actually do jump pretty far. Also, it's starting to get late, so I wonder if I should... like where I should cut this. Oh, dang it. I forgot. So I was trying to remember.
I'm not strong enough.
I'm not strong enough to break down this metal door. I was trying to remember to like cut the recording every 30 minutes or so I didn't have to upload like 2-hour long videos, but oh well. I guess that's my thing now. Well, I should be able to climb onto this. Can an IV feed of coffee? What do you mean? I have to, like, sleep? Yeah, I guess. I want to just ruin myself. Hey look! A ring! Diamond ring. Valuable item to pawn. I'd say so. Just hook me up like those people in Inception. Come on. Climb up. There we go. I had to go around the corner. Okay. So, I guess I need to go into the thing, or into the club. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go to the pawn shop and pawn these things. And then when I come back, next stream we'll do the club.
What would this be worth?
Sold for what, 250? I think it sold for like 250. Yeah. It's not what I was expecting, but okay. I guess it's a small diamond. Yep, don't roll. Oh, don't roll and hold left. Do not roll and hold a... Oh, that's bad. Oh, you know what's happening? Oh no. So what is happening, I think, is that while you're in the roll animation and you hold left or right, you're still turning the character. So if you roll and hold left, you end up doing like a 180. And you're right back where you started. Which is not where you want to be exactly. Or no, hang on, I'm wrong. Hang on, I'm wrong. I'm an idiot. But it's still true that if you hold left out of a roll, you like turn immediately. Do a tight turn and it's still bad. I'm an idiot and it's not as jank as I thought it was, but it's still pretty bad. Club is all staked out. Gonna have a hard time getting in here. Especially with my gun. Alright. Gonna save game. And we're gonna cut here. So the adventure has just begun. And I feel like there's gonna be a lot of padding if like interactable characters keep showing up. So anyway, I'll be back later. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. We'll see how far this rabbit hole goes.